it's Evanson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able...
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The snap sets up to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Morrison. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31. built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the run, fires downfield. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got 59 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. Inside. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Dean. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for it all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden shut the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st down from the 28. To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dean. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Lost a throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught near the sideline. It's Dean. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gonna run it. It's Wang. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to...
Going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. These corners going to give them some space. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll try it over the left side. Running into the open space. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense cashing it in on that drive. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds a little space. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. He might want another play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's a heat. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just keeps swinging it. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Huffman. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete to the left. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Fresno State came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Bulldog Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Got his man to the left. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side, they have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
So now it's 2nd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. Flying out to the left. The tag. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Looking for a deep man. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the back. Looks as if he's going to run it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Their dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Dean. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And man, listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed.